Hello you guys, I wasn't sure how to start this video, so I'm just going to jump right into it. Today I'm talking about rape, and I just feel that it's something that needs to be talked about, so I'm going to talk about it. Rape, okay. So it's estimated that 1 in 3 women in their lifetime will be raped. And I believe it's 1 in 7 men will be sexually assaulted. And if you don't know, sexual assault is another term. It's a legal term for rape. Here in the state of Texas, all rapes are considered to be sexual assaults. Hopefully you guys can hear me. My voice, I'm sick. So hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Yes. 1 in 3. That is quite a bit of women who have or will experience sexual assault. I know many people. I myself am one, a victim. I'm sorry, not a victim, a survivor, because that's what we prefer, survivor. And as a survivor of sexual assaults, I just felt it was important for me to talk about this, and so basically I want to give you guys some information and use it, spread it, share it, whatever you will do with it. So yeah. So in a 2000 national statistic reported that only 16% of rapes are reported. So only 16% of women filed police reports against the assailants who sexually assaulted them. That's the low statistic, 16%. And that's just an estimate, because in reality we don't even really know how many rapes take place in a year, because the report rate for rape is so low. It's so very low, you guys, and I'm making this video as encouragement to all the women out there, and men too, who have been sexually assaulted. I encourage you guys to file a police report. Seriously, file a police report. Really the only downside to filing a police report is having to talk about the crime that was committed against you. But there are so many benefits, you guys. Like, for one, there's potential that this assailant can be caught. Like, the perpetrator, the criminal can be caught. That's the #1 incentive for filing police reports. So I encourage you guys to do that, because you never know, you might be protecting someone, saving someone, sparing someone from experiencing what you experienced. Another incentive that you have to file a police report is that your hospital or medical bills can be paid through crime victims compensation. Now, this is something that I had never heard of before, but here in the state of Texas, and also in other states as well, that have crime victims compensation, or CVC, and CVC will pay for your medical exam and hospital bills that you incur through checking up on yourself after you've been sexually assaulted. So that is a great incentive right there, you guys, to file a police report. And they only do that if you file a police report. So, that added expense does not have to fall on your shoulders. You can use crime victims compensation to pay for that. You don't have to be a citizen, and the assault could have taken place up to 3 years. So there's 3 years for you to go back and still file for crime victims compensation. So if you're watching this and you have been a victim of sexual assaults, you still have time to go and file for crime victims compensation. Just look it up. I will definitely be posting the phone number and more information for other resources for you guys in the information bar of this video. So yeah, crime victims compensation, they provide compensation for victims of sexual assault, kidnapping, homicide, and other violent crimes. So yeah, look into that. And they also provide compensation if you choose to seek counseling, which I highly recommend that you seek counseling. If you have been a victim of any of these crimes, I highly encourage you to seek counseling, and they provide up to $50,000 of compensation to cover all of those costs. So yeah, definitely a good thing. So rape, like, one thing that I think is important to point out about rape and other sexual assault is that a lot of women internalize this, and I don't know why that is, but you know, that's what we do. We internalize this, you know, it's my fault, you know, I should have been out at night, or I shouldn't have been by myself, or you know, I shouldn't have had so many drinks, or whatever, I shouldn't have been wearing that. The reality of the situation is that it is not your fault. Like, no means no. If you did not provide consent, like, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. And I want to share this statistic with you guys that 71% of sexual assaults are planned in advance. So it doesn't matter what you were wearing or how many drinks you had or anything like that, because the perpetrator has already planned in his mind that he's going to sexually assault someone. So you can take that burden off of your shoulders, because there's really nothing that you could have done any differently. You're not going to live your life in a bubble. It's not even possible. At some point, you must be alone. At some point, you must go out. You cannot shut yourself up in the house and become a recluse. So you can't really blame yourself for these things, because these things happen. And it's, unfortunately, rape is like the only crime where the victim is said to have some type of responsibility in the crime that's committed against them. And I hate that that is the case, but it's the truth. Like, when we see someone who's been murdered, we don't say, I wonder if she was asking for it. You know what I mean? But yet, we say that about rape victims. Oh, she must have been asking for it. Or, you know, did you lead him on in some way? Why do we do that with rape, but not with any other crime? You know, if someone broke into my house, no one is going to accuse me of asking for it. So, you know, I just really want to encourage everyone to let these myths, these rape myths that we have, be put to rest, because you don't know how detrimental it is to a victim, a survivor of sexual assault, to hear things like this said, like, oh, she must have been asking for it, or, well, what did you do? Like, how did you play a part in yourself being victimized? So, yeah, I encourage everyone watching this video to be conscious of the things that they say, the things that they think. Don't let things like that come out of your mouth, you guys, because it's really not fair. It's not fair. A victim is a victim of any crime, not just, you know, the crimes that we don't hold the victims responsible for, but for rape as well, for sexual assault as well. We can never say that someone was asking for it, or, you know, that they shouldn't have put themselves in that situation. Another thing that I wanted to include is the fact that 50% of rapes are committed by an acquaintance or a friend. So it's not really that stranger that's jumping out of the bushes in the middle of the night. It's rape has changed. The nature of rape has changed, you guys. Like, it it's not what you see on TV. I'll put it to you like that. It's not what you see on TV. It's the guy that you met in a bar. It's your classmate. It's someone you've been dating. It's even your spouse. You know, like seriously, you guys. It's not what you see on TV. Um, Most of the time, it's someone that you know, and I just really want to encourage you guys to file a police report because you could prevent it from happening to someone else. You really could. You could prevent it from happening to someone else. And another thing that I wanted to say, go to the hospital. Get a forensic exam. I know that may not sound like something that you want to do. Most of the time when this happens, you know, you just want to run and jump in the shower and just wash it off. Wash the shame and the anger, the fear, the frustration. You just want to be clean. And I understand that. I wholeheartedly understand that. But go to the hospital and get a forensic exam. If you do it, you guys. Do it. Get a forensic exam. It is possible to find evidence. If there is any evidence on you, they will find it. Believe me, they are thorough. So I would encourage you guys to get a forensic exam. And yeah, that also is free. You know, you don't have to pay for that. You don't have to pay that out of pocket. You just go check yourself into the hospital emergency room and say, hey, I need a forensic exam. You know, I need a rape kit done on me. And they will do it. So do that, you guys, because you could prevent it from happening to someone else. I want you to know that you have the power to prevent it. And that's a very important thing. It's a very powerful thing that you can do to spare someone else from suffering what you've suffered. So yeah, I encourage you guys to do that. So yeah, you guys, I will include some information at the bottom of this video. I hope you have your annotations on. If you don't, please turn them on because I'll be putting up some phone numbers. I'll give you some phone numbers right now, actually, just in case you're listening to this and not actually watching it. The National Domestic Violence Hotline is 800-799-SAFE, and that's SAFE 7233. So 800-799-7233. Crime Victims Compensation, 800-983-9933. And I'll be listing this along the bottom and along with some other resources. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of RAINN, RAINN, but please do go to the RAINN website. You can chat online with their hotline counselors and whatnot. Everything is anonymous. You can call their hotline. I encourage you guys to seek help, because there is help out there for you, and the sooner the better for you, because we want the healing process to begin as soon as possible. So don't put it off. Alright, you guys, I will be talking to you later. Have a good one.